Well, I got some good news yesterday on the IRS income tax front. My tax guy called. He's been my tax guy for 15 years, I suppose. But he called me up. Now, 2024 was the year I retired. I retired end of March, and so I had 3 months of regular pay. Then I had got a small severance package from them that that's what we've been living on through most of the year. Of course, I did work as an interim pastor at a church in Brewster for 6 months, and so we had all of that going on. And about October, somewhere in there, I got a letter from the IRS, and I had messed things up. So I talked to my tax guy back in October, November, somewhere like that, and I had messed things up and forgot to pay my quarterlies through 2024. I'd forgotten to pay them. So he said, well, listen, here's what, near as I can figure, here's what you need to do. And he gave me a sum and said, you need to write this check to the IRS as soon as you can, get it sent to the IRS as soon as you can. Make sure that it gets credited for 2024. Make sure that it's there, and we'll figure out there'll probably be some interest payments that you have to make and so forth. So I did that. I got it sent just as quickly as I could. And I told him, you know what, let's just, whatever we got to do for the year, we'll get it taken care of. And this year, I'm fully retired with the exception of just a little bit of preaching out that I'm planning on doing. And my kind of retirement model, I don't want to quit ministry, but I am intentionally planning on giving much more than receiving. So I'm intentionally planning on doing a lot of ministry in places where there won't be love offerings or honorariums or any money given to me to help me to, be paying my own expenses and so forth. If the Lord will allow me the financial resources to do that, then that is my plan. I plan on living mostly on my wife and I's Social Security income, and then using what I have for retirement in savings and retirement, and using just the interest, especially if I can do it. I'll just be taking interest, and that'll be money that I apply to ministry related things. So this year, things are going to dramatically change. But anyway, so we got together and did our taxes yesterday, and by the time we got done, he said, well, you know what? I think you're going to get a return. And so what he did, and we've done this for years and years, whatever return I was going to get, he always does my taxes so that there's not a big return anyway. And so what we always do is we just roll it over into the next year. So we went ahead and did that. And then he did some figuring, kind of guesstimating for 2025. And so my quarterlies and so forth. And after doing his guesstimating, he says, I don't think you're going to owe taxes this year either, so I don't believe you're even going to need to do quarterlies for 2025. That was awfully good news. My wife and I have been praying a bunch about what taxes is going to look like this year. Glad to see some good news on that front.